Ducati has just unveiled a sharp new look for the Monster V2, the Sport Livery. It's aggressive, sophisticated, and definitely makes a statement. But with a price tag that's $1,000 higher than the standard Ducati Red, we have to ask, is it worth the premium? Let's do work. Let's take a look what that extra $1,000 actually buys you. It's important to note right away this isn't a performance package. The 890cc V2 engine, the Agile chassis, and the top-tier electronics are identical to the base model. It's the same bike. It's an awesome bike, but it's actually the same. This is all about a premium factory custom aesthetic. The most immediate change is the color palette. Gone is the solid red or white, both which are beautiful in my humble opinion, and instead now you get the Sport Livery, which features a dynamic mix of red, black, and silver. The silver accents specifically give the bike a more technical, high-end feel, highlighting the muscular bison back tank, as well as the sharp lines of the redesigned bodywork. But the real standout feature, and probably the most dramatic change, is in the wheels. While the standard bike often sticks to black, the Sport Livery goes all in with striking full red wheels. They pop against the silver and black of the frame and body, giving the bike an unmistakably race-inspired stance that draws your eye immediately. It's an aggressive look, and I love it. However, you did also get these red wheels on the prior 950 model, specifically I think it was called the Aviator Gray, and I don't think they charged extra for those, so just got to keep that in mind. You also get a color-matched passenger rear seat cowl cover there. It continues that red, black, and silver theme all the way to the tail, streamlining the look and giving it that SP or track-ready silhouette right out of the box. So the bike looks incredible. It's my favorite design of a Monster probably ever. Maybe just behind the Monster 950 SP. No, you know what? I actually like this better. I think this is the best looking Monster I've ever seen. But let's talk about what I think later. So the bike looks incredible though. It's a head turner, no doubt, but $1,000, for many, $1,000 is a significant jump for purely cosmetic changes. You could take that money and invest it into a Terminioni exhaust, some carbon fiber bits, or even a season's worth of track days and tires. On the flip side, getting a high-quality multi-tone paint job and powder coating your wheels to this standard would easily cost you $1,000, maybe even more than that at a custom shop. Plus, factory liveries often hold their value better on the used market because they are original. Ultimately, it's about how much you value that factory perfect exclusive look. If you want a Monster that looks like a custom build straight out of the factory, the Sport Livery delivers in a big way. What would I personally do? Let's take a quick peek here. So the Ducati Red is standard. The Iceberg White costs you an extra $200. Here is what that looks like. That's a beautiful bike too. And it's also got the red rims actually. And then your Sport Livery here for $1,000 extra. Same wheels as the white. So really, I guess what you're paying for is this paint here. You got the glossy black, you got that beautiful glossy red stripe, and then the silver, you got that on that front windscreen here, as well as the rear seat cowl. And that's basically the only difference I can spot is this just a high-end, good-looking paint job. And then the rims, I don't know if the rims are part of this increased $200 for the Iceberg White, or if they just don't contribute to the cost at all, in which case, like I said, I remember that the Aviator Gray also had red, and I don't think they charged extra for that. So I guess that almost entire $1,000 or entire $1,000 goes into the paint job. Now, it's beautiful, like I said. I mean, I do like this bike. This is a beautiful bike, especially the headlight. I love that new headlight on this bike. I just wish it was a little bit bigger. I'm more of a 1,000cc, 1,100, 1,200cc guy. I'm a bit on the above average side at 6'1", about 218 pounds. So the Monster is a bit too small for me. Would I own one? Yes, I would. I have owned one. I own the 950. I'm a little bit disappointed they went smaller in displacement, but they got to do what they got to do. So yeah, it's $1,000 for basically painting the tank, and then you get your plastic seat cowl and a little windscreen up here. So I guess the question is $1,000, I don't know, is that $1,000 worth of paint to you guys? I mean, did they hand paint this thing? That's a lot of money for such a small amount of paint. Again, me being a sucker for beautiful things, if I could, I would stretch up the price of this by $1,000 because I think it's a really good looking bike. I do love the striking, shining black and silver. I do love the shiny red stripe here. I think it's a beautiful bike. Like I said, I just wish the price was a little bit lower. You know, $500, $1,000. I mean, you're kind of stretching it here. I mean, especially if, you know, one little thing scratches this, you get swirl marks or whatever, and then, you know, you've lost $1,000. But, and it is beautiful. And if you're going to do this in the aftermarket, it's probably going to cost you $1,000 or more. The only thing is that these wheels here, for me, they're a bit on the bright side. I mean, they're kind of, I don't know, a little bit too red. Whereas if you go back here they're kind of like a darker cherry red. I think it's just the shading. I actually wish that these were a darker red like this. I think it would have looked hot. It's a bit more subtle than those super bright red wheels. Yeah, I'll tell you what, if it looked like this, which is kind of, I think, just under shading, I would totally buy this and not feel bad about the $1,000. But when you come over here, I don't know, they're just kind of loud. These wheels are loud. I still like it though. Guys, in this video, I am wearing Saint motorcycle jeans, who also gave me a discount code for you guys. These jeans are stylish, comfortable enough to wear. I've actually worn these at work, even in the office, and they are 200 times stronger than steel. My discount code is in the description below, and the full review is at the end of this video. I highly recommend these. Check them out. Again, I think it's the most beautiful monster that there is. I just love how sleek and shiny and beautiful it is. You just get the nice Terminioni exhaust and up map to make this bike what it was meant to be. You know, is it going to cost you $20,000 for all this stuff? Yeah, it is. But it's a great bike. I think I might have eaten at this restaurant when I was in Italy. So I personally would get this color scheme even at $1,000 extra because I care a lot about how my bike looks. I like it to look sleek and stealthy and just overall badass. And this paint job definitely delivers on that. I love the red stripe. I love the strategically placed black and silver with red accents. I do love those wheels. So yeah, I would get this. I think it's a really good looking monster. I just wish the price point was closer to, I don't know, maybe $500 extra, but I would stretch it to $1,000 if I could. So what's your take? Did these red wheels and silver accents justify the price? Or do you want to get the red or white and put that extra grand into performance modifications, or be smarter and put it in the bank? Let me know in the comments below, and always remember the motto: bark less, wag more, and always be kinder than necessary.